Welcome to Bike The Drive 2023.
Good morning, everybody. I am coming to you very early this morning from the city of Chicago, Illinois. It is at this location that we are going to ride Bike The Drive 2023. We have really lucked out on the weather for today compared to last year. Last year we got soaked. So I'm super excited to be able to check out what the Bike The Drive is going to be, where we're not going to have to deal with any sort of rain issues.
So what is Bike The Drive? Bike The Drive is an annual event in Chicago where they close down Lakeshore Drive to cars and allow bikes to ride on Lakeshore Drive. This event is not free. It's a fundraising event for the Active Transportation Alliance, which is a nonprofit advocacy organization working to improve conditions for walking, biking, and public transit throughout Chicagoland. The earlier you register, the cheaper it is. Here's what you get for the registration fee. Biking on DuSable Lakeshore Drive. There's rider support, including bike mechanics and supporting gear drivers. In the rest areas, they have water, snacks, and restrooms. There's an official event t-shirt, individual rider numbers, and this year they created an event app. There's several optional add-ons this year, including a new 15-mile challenge medal and a young rider challenge medal. Be aware that Bike The Drive operates on a very specific timetable, so be sure to get there early. If you're already familiar with Bike The Drive, you may be aware of the incident that happened 2 years ago.
The video is really unnerving, and we're able to see it because one cyclist had the camera on his bike recording at the time. That cyclist hopes police can find the driver and ticket her at the very least. Take a look at this disturbing video of a driver weaving around cyclists Sunday morning near McCormick Place during Chicago's Bike The Drive. Jeff Ulrich had a 360-degree camera mounted on his bike.
Oh, I was just completely shocked that there was a car. And not only that there was a car, but she was driving pretty fast. She was probably going at least 40 miles an hour or more. And then I noticed ahead of me, she was getting up right behind cyclists and weaving in and out like a slalom race or something.
Thankfully, no one got hurt, but last year they implemented an emergency alert system which uses color-coded flags along the course. Shortly before the event, they will send you a list of things you have to watch out for when you're riding on Lakeshore Drive. And unfortunately, that list is pretty long. They also have professional photographers on the course. I'll show you where they were on this year's Bike The Drive so you have an idea of what to look for if you ride it next year. Division, Fullerton, Maggie Daly Park, and just past the 41st Street Pedestrian Bridge. Based on what I see on the Flash Frame website, it looks like there were in fact 5 locations this year. Here's the photographer I found at Chestnut. And as I learned this year, even though they have 5 photographers spread across the course and took almost 41,000 pictures, after spending a couple hours last night looking for pictures of me, I didn't find a single one. Lastly, let's talk about parking. They do have special rates for parking in the Millennium garages, and that's right by Butler Field. Though, when we have our 2 big e-bikes on the back of the car, I am not a fan of parking in parking garages or parking decks. My goal this year was to get there about an hour earlier than we did last year. The plan, once again, was to park at the Adler Planetarium parking lot for $12, but that parking lot was not open when we got there shortly after 5 a.m. So we ended up parking at my Plan B parking lot, which is a parking lot right by Boat Drinks on Waldron Drive. Although to park there, it cost me more than double what it would have if we were able to park at Adler. If you're interested in learning more, I recommend you check out their website at bikethedrive.org. Now, let's get back to the starting line.
Bike The Drive starts here on Jackson. We're right here at the starting line. You get to decide which side you want to be on. This year we're going to go north first because last year we went south first. So we're going to ride all the way up to the end. It's about 7.5 miles. We're going to turn around. We're going to come right back here. We're going to stop and take a little break, and then we're going to go back. We're going to head south. We're going to go all the way down to the Museum of Science and Industry, which is about 7.5 miles, make our way back up. So once we get back here to Jackson, we're going to be by Butler Field. At Butler Field is where the festival for this event is going on. They have a bunch of tents set up. They have porta potties. There's people setting up, people getting shirts and tickets and getting ready for the ride. The ride starts in about 24 minutes. Every minute that goes by, it seems the action is picking up. Last year, I didn't really get to explore this area at all because it was pouring rain. So it'll be cool to check out. My intent is to check out. We'll go by every one of these tents to see what they're all about. If anything looks interesting, we'll pop in. Last year, we couldn't even see the tops of some of these buildings. My intent for today is to make 3 separate videos. A normal CynicalZombie video, and then I'm also going to be shooting this in 360, so I'm just going to put out a raw 360 of the ride, and at the same time I'll be shooting a 4K version, just like I did for the recent Chicago Lakefront Trail videos that I just put out. And you see the news setting up, Channel 7 News over that way. There's a couple more, I can't see exactly what they are though. As you can see, there's still cars going on Lakeshore Drive, so they haven't completely closed that off yet.
Welcome to the 22nd annual Fifth Third Bike The Drive. I'm Claire McDermott, the event director, and we are so excited to have you all here. Give yourself a round of applause for being out early. So the Active Transportation Alliance is a nonprofit. We advocate for better infrastructure for people to walk, ride bikes, or use public transit, and Bike The Drive is our biggest fundraiser. We're so thankful to Fifth Third Bank for being here and making this event possible with us. A couple tips. So starting at 6:30, you can either head south towards Museum of Science and Industry. We've got our south rest stop there. You can also head north to Hollywood, where our north rest stop is located. Keep an eye out for our volunteers that are wearing orange t-shirts out there today. Then quick little tip here. We've got a couple potholes out there, okay? Imagine that, right? So just be careful. The city has done a great job of patching a bunch of them, but you do want to look out for the one at 47th heading northbound. So that'll be on the south side, 47th coming north. Also between 12th and 18th on both sides, just look out. It's a little rough, as well as over the bridge seams. So just keep your eyes peeled. Starting around 10:25, our volunteers will just come by and just kind of say, hey, you may be in a location that your ride may be wrapping up soon, so just be aware of that. And keep an eye out for our emergency flag system. So we've got flags spread across the course, so be aware. Green is obviously all good. Yellow is going to be use caution, and red, waiting for further instruction from event organizers. Faster riders to the right, slower riders to the left.
Wait a minute. Strike that. Reverse it. Thank you.
If you, see someone out there that maybe is having an issue with a bike or might need some help, again, feel free to wave down one of our volunteers who can assist. Glad to see so many folks out here wearing helmets. At this point, I'm going to hand it over to Amy Reinell, who is our executive director.
Good morning! Woo! I'm going to stop talking right now because we, for the first time ever at Fifth Third Bike The Drive, have the Mayor of Chicago, our new Mayor, Brandon Johnson! So this is amazing. He has been an amazing supporter of many different forms of transportation and increasing people's mobility options. So let's turn it over to Mayor Johnson.
Well, good morning. What's up, Chicago? Thank you so much, Amy. Thank you, Fifth Third, for your incredible support. It's early, but you all feel good, though, right? It's perfect weather. You have the amazing sunrise here overlooking Lake Michigan. And listen, I know you all are ready to bike, but I wanted you all to know, as mayor of the city of Chicago, I'm not just here, or we're not just here to enjoy the beautiful view of Chicago. I'm here to demonstrate my commitment to making sure that we have real sustainable transportation options for the people of Chicago. Whether it's a scooter, a bike, or a pedestrian, we have to make sure that the city of Chicago works for everyone. We also have to make sure that we're doing it in an equitable way. Now, I'm coming from all the way from the west side of Chicago. Anybody from the west side? West side? Hey, that's what's up. Thank you. And so whether you're on the west, south, southeast, southwest, north, no matter where you are, southeast, we have to make sure that we invest in an equitable way, working to make sure that we are lowering the speed limit. How about that, you all? So that we can actually move about, have a real cohesive network of transportation options. And also, we need to make sure, and this is why I'm excited about Biking the Drive today, because DuSable Lakeshore Drive belongs to the people. And we have to make sure and ensure that it always remains that way. So thank you to Active Transportation Alliance and for everyone who is here today. It's just about 6:30. Listen, enjoy yourselves, wave, love one another, and know that we get to bike to drive, not just for this moment and this atmosphere, but we get to do it in the greatest freaking city in the world. And all of you that are here from around the world, anybody here from out of the city of Chicago or out of the country, check it out, you all, because Chicago is a global city and we attract everyone from everywhere. So thank you all again. God bless you. Let's have a healthy, safe ride.
We're still waiting on the all clear, so we're going to take a few more minutes.
A few moments later.
All right, the course is clear, and at this point, welcome to the 22nd annual Fifth Third Bike the Drive. Let's roll!
All right, so we made it to the very north end of Bike the Drive. If your intent is just to go up north and turn around, you could continue going up to Hollywood. You can see back there is where they have the turnaround spots. You can go a little past where we're at right here and then spin around and continue riding on Lakeshore Drive. Otherwise, you can pull over here. They have a rest stop here. They have bike repair stations over this way. They also have police and medical. They have a ton of porta potties, so that's good. So let's see what they got here at this rest stop. First off, boxed water. That's pretty cool. I've never seen boxed water. Over this way, we got t-shirt pickup. They did not have any large, so my wife is gonna have to get her shirt at MSI, hopefully. Ooh, a protein bar. All right, so at this point we checked out the repair stations, the snacks that they have. They got boxed water. So at this point, we're just gonna start making our way south again, and we're gonna make our way back to Butler Field. As you can see, lots of people pull over here to get a picture in this spot. In fact, this is probably the biggest spot where people pull over for pictures. So I was able to pick up my shirt on the north end pit stop. They had my size. They didn't have size large for my wife, so we decided to stop here. She wanted to get her shirt since I had mine. So there's a much longer line to get shirts here though. We're in the main festival grounds in Butler Field. So this is just a slight detour, and then we're going to get back onto Lakeshore Drive and start heading towards the Museum of Science and Industry.
I also wanted to point out, if you're riding south, you're going to have to ride Monroe, Columbus to Jackson before you get back onto Lakeshore Drive. But if you are riding north, you can ride straight through.
All right, so we have made it to the very southern end of Bike the Drive 2023. Here we are at the Museum of Science and Industry. Incidentally, they opened late today because of this event. I think they normally open at 9:30, and I don't think they're going to open until 11 or just past 11 today. There is an order of magnitude more people here this year than there was last year. Now, the weather's definitely better this year, and last year we hit MSI right off the bat, so there's a lot less people, but there's an absolute ton of people here right now. Another observation, since we're almost done with the Bike to Drive, is I have never seen more e-bikes in one place than I have with this Bike to Drive. There's got to be thousands of e-bikes here. So you can see they got porta potties over here. They also have porta potties on the other side. They have that big snack tables all set up over here. A little down that way you'll find water. We're gonna check out the snack table to see if there's anything different than the last stop. But otherwise, then we are going to make our way north again, 7.5 miles back to Butler Field.
A couple of things before we leave MSI. Just like the rest stop on the north end, you don't have to pull into the rest stop. They do have a way for you to just turn around and start making your way back. And a shout out to this subscriber who stopped by to say hello.
We are back at Butler Field, having completed all 30 miles of the 2023 Bike The Drive. So now we're just gonna check out some of these tents here because we were unable to check out any tents last year. So definitely interested to see what we have here.
Let's take a quick look at the festival map for 2023. It looks like there's over 30 things to check out.
This is the VIP area. They have upgraded restrooms there that are air conditioned. So if you upgrade to VIP, there's access to luxury restrooms, continental breakfast, and a complimentary Revolution Brewing beer. I asked because I'm a beer drinker, so they only give you one drink ticket. So it's not like it's an open bar for a couple hours. But Revolution Brewing, right here, Chicago Police Command Center. If you added on challenge medals to Bike The Drive when you made your purchase for the tickets, this is the line where you'd wait to pick those up. This year they added a 15-mile challenge medal and a young rider challenge medal. We got the 30-mile challenge medals last year. We would have got them this year. I would have been happy to have given them some more money. The downside is it's the same exact medal. So if they want me to purchase it every year, they need to make it unique for every year. If they had a 2023 specific medal, I would definitely buy that. It looks like Fifth Third Bank has a tent right by the bike valet. The bike valet is here. I really have no idea how secure this is. If I knew for a fact that it was like super secure, then while I'm walking around here, my wife would have walked around with me because right now she's just back with the e-bikes. So they have plenty of places to park your bike here. It doesn't look like it's being used very much, about half full or so. Envision Unlimited. Let's see what else we got here. Another one of those. It appears Evanston has a bicycle club if you are interested. And also they have the Major Taylor. The Major Taylor Trail is one of those trails I've yet to explore. It's definitely on my list of trails to check out in the Chicagoland area. Looks like we got bicycle lawyers here. Keating Law Offices. There's a Primal tent. I believe Primal made the shirts for Bike The Drive. I know when you order additional shirts from Bike The Drive, you're buying through Primal. So it looks like they have an entire merchandise tent over this way here. Looks like they have plenty of 2022 Bike The Drive shirts available still. And it looks like Divvy and Lyft have a little tent set up right over this way here. Boys and Girls Club of Chicago. And Xfinity. One of the things you're able to sign up for when you sign up for Bike The Drive is the Pancake Breakfast. The Pancake Breakfast tent is right over here. Down this way towards Buckingham Fountain, you can see over there, they have a coffee and donut set up with a long line, it looks like, to try and get those. T-shirt pickup and day of registration over here. So it looks like you don't actually have to sign up online. You can just show up, go to day of registration, register, pay the fee, and then hop on Bike The Drive. I believe they're doing bike repairs over here at Eric's. The all-important water tent on a day like today. I believe it's already in the 90s. It's only 10:25 a.m. at this point. More box water available. One of the amenities at Bike the Drive, especially when it's hot, is they have cooling buses here. So they have a bus or two pulled up, I imagine with the air conditioning blasted, so people can just hop in there for a little bit to cool down, because at this point it's super sunny and we're definitely more than 90 degrees. Is this a cooling bus?
Yes, it is.
All right, so I checked out the cooling bus. It is in fact cold. So definitely nice to be able to sit down and just take a load off, cool down. Obviously we don't want any people here having issues with the heat, passing out and stuff. So very nice.
Give yourself a round of applause for doing the 22nd annual Fifth Third Bike the Drive. All right, I just want to come up here. Obviously, it's a little warm. Want to let folks know that we did just put some new water out in the water tents. It's going fast. It's hot. But we also got some cold beverages in the beer garden. We also have the CTA cooling bus, which is located next to the first aid tent over there. So if you want to cool off, sit down, enjoy some cold, fresh air, please do so. Keep yourself safe, keep hydrated, rest, getting some of this gorgeous shade of our tents. Also, we've got pancakes still going on. Just a couple quick sponsor announcements. So this event is a fundraiser for our nonprofit. We are the Active Transportation Alliance. We're an advocacy group that works to improve conditions for people to walk, bike, or use public transit. So give yourself a round of applause for supporting Active Transportation Alliance today.
Now for some closing thoughts. Bike the Drive continues to be awesome, and as expected, it's even better with awesome weather. If you haven't checked out Bike the Drive yet, hopefully this video has encouraged you to give it a try. Even if you don't own a bike or an e-bike, there are definitely rental options available to you. Now this goes out to all you suburbanites out there. Over the past year or so, I've talked to many of you about the Chicago Lakefront Trail, and I was met with a large amount of reluctance to try the Lakefront Trail because it's in Chicago. If you are one of those people, I urge you to give Bike the Drive a try. If you're interested in checking out a real-time version of this ride, I will be putting up a 4K version and a 360 version. I urge you to check out the 360 version because being able to look in any direction that you want is pretty cool. And there are times you might not necessarily want to look straight. So, let me know what you think of Bike the Drive in the comments below. If you are a seasoned Bike the Drive rider and have any suggestions or tips, definitely let me know. As always, if you enjoyed this content, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. It definitely helps the channel grow. If you are interested in supporting this channel and helping us get to more trails, please consider a super thanks. And that's all I got today from Bike the Drive 2023. I'll catch you on the next ride. Do you have a trail recommendation for me? Let me know in the comments below.